Good evening, folks, and very warm, well, a bit of a nippy, but still never mind. Good evening. Bit of a chilly one, but still, there we go. Anyway, today at Goalborn, how did it go? Well, from my experience, it went great. I will show you all the lovely treats I got, and I bought myself a very special birthday present because today is my birthday. Anyway, if you're watching tomorrow morning, which will be Monday, then it won't be my birthday, because my birthday's today is Sunday the 11th. Anyway, me and my friend Mike Walworth went to Goalborn. As we usually do, we do it twice a year, as most people know, and we buy lots of nice treats. Anyway, we'll start with the free table. There was a free table there today, and I got all these styli. I know these were all free. These are where's my glasses? Oh, they're in my coat pocket. Bear with me a minute, folks. I mean, just get me gigs out. There we go. And there's a short cartridge. And believe it or not, folks, that's actually a brand new cartridge. There's no, oh no, it's not Phillips. No, it's not. It's actually a Phillips, but it is actually technically a Shaw. It is a Shaw stuck in a Phillips 400 head shell thing. But it is actually a Shaw cartridge, that. But that's a brand new cartridge. I took it out of the box and mislaid the box when I was talking, but there was no stylus in it. Somebody had robbed the stylus. Why didn't they just rob the whole thing? I mean, they didn't even have to take. I mean, the stuff was given away, it was free. They could have just took the whole thing. Right, this is a sonotone, but it doesn't tell you whether it's LP or 78. They are sapphire. But it doesn't tell you whether it's an LP or a 78 stylus. And oh yeah, it does on that one. 78 one side, LP the other. Yeah. Let's try. Yeah. It's LP's one side. There we go. And these are brand new. Yeah, they're LP and 78. And I need one of these because I'm doing a record deck up at SP25 for my friend Fred. And he needs, I'm putting a sonotone cartridge in, and that's the stylus he needs. So he's got one of those to go in. So we've got 4 of those, and I'll put one in Fred's cartridge, and needless to say, the rest shall be retained. So we've got 4 sonotone. I won't read all these out. And that there is a ST3. That would be a BSR ST3, and it's a dual point, but is it 78 or is it LP both sides? It's 78, so that'll be kept. That'll be kept because I've got a cartridge that fits somewhere. These are Phillips, made in Holland. Yeah, they're Phillips. They're all Phillips. I can't remember exactly what type, but they are LP and 78. Because they've got a red side and a green side, so they're LP 78. And so that's got to be Phillips as well. They're all Phillips, them things. Yeah, they're all Phillips. But what I'll do, because I don't actually have any Phillips pickups, what I'll do, I'll still I'll still be able to use them. Just bear with me for a second, folks. Just check this. Right, it's just a friend of mine on net. Anyway, here we have a 78 RPM and LP. This is an Arcos GP 104, but I think that will fit the. I think that'll fit the ST. I think that'll fit the ST12H, ST12M. If you could just fit it at a pinch. If it doesn't, it'll fit the other cartridge I've got. There's another Philips. So I've got a few. Got six of those Philips ones. Micro diamond stylus. They're Philips as well, I can tell by them. They're single-sided. They're single-sided them, because they got like the winged flag on them. And these ones are Philips. And I'll bet you one of my bollocks that fits that Philips cartridge. There we go. That's now equipped. I'll put that in there. That's now equipped with a brand new stylus, and that's a brand new cartridge, that, folks. So there we go. And I've got, how many of these cartridges, styluses have I got? The style I have I got? I've got, well, just put one in there, so it's 1, 2. I don't think that's a new one, it hasn't got a stylus guard on it. Could be. I don't think so. Because all the rest of them have got a stylus guard on them. There, look at that. Stylus. Oh, that one's got a one that pulls down. Yeah, so it could be. Could be new. But. And that's Philips as well. So. But these will actually fit my jukebox as well, you know, so I can put a new stylus in my jukebox now, because they'll fit my jukebox. It's the same stylus, near enough, same cartridge anyway. Anyway, that was the styluses. That was the styluses from the free pile. Just need to find somewhere to put them now. I know what I'll do. I'll put the styluses in the drawer here. That way I'm not cluttering the bench up, you see, with a load of stuff that doesn't really need to be on it. So, put them in there. I know where they are now. Anyway, before we get on to that, let's just have a look at these speakers. Now, I've got these speakers, and these are marked up for £1, but they were free. They were on the free table again, and look at this, folks, hopefully, look at that, a brand new. I need a new speaker from one of my radios, and they've never been used, they're brand new, made in Belgium. There was a few others there as well, but I didn't want to take everything. I wanted to leave some for other people to have a go at the free stuff as well. I didn't want to be greedy. But these were a pair and I only needed one, but I thought, well, I may as well take the 2 because you never know, do you? And this one's still bubble wrapped. I unwrapped this actually and had a look at it. Not because I was being cheeky, it was because before I noticed the stuff was free. Because I was in the market for speakers, but look at them. They're lovely speakers, I mean, nice and they're brand new, and they were free. I did actually, I'll be honest with you, the lady was collecting for a charity. I can't remember what she said the charity was, but her husband said it had done a lot of work for her and been very helpful and beneficial to her. So basically I gave her £3, because I asked how much, I asked if the cassette recorders were free, and she said that they were. So I said to her, I says, just put them there a minute. So I said to her, I said, well, I'll tell you what then, I'll give you £3. I'll give you £1 a tape recorder, and I think these were worth £1. Even if they don't work, they're worth £1. Now these are the tape recorders off the free pile. Just check there's no batteries in them. No, there isn't. And what we'll do, this is a Grundig, and it's a Grundig CR105. This is the first tape recorder in the free pile. So what we'll do, we're going to just plug the tape recorders in and just see if they work or they don't. Bang or bust, really. And let's just open the top. Well, that's encouraging. The tape actually moves. Now let's just put a tape in it. This is Red Dragon, but this is a tape I don't really care about. Make sure the volume's down. I'm not sure if this has got a built-in microphone. This is also for the blind as well. You know, it's got braille on it here. I wonder if this has got a built-in microphone. I would imagine it has. Well, there again, it might not have, because there's no. It's got OTR, auto level. I can't see why they wouldn't put a built-in mic in it. But let me just open that again. No, that holds for adjusting the head as a myth. Right, well, let's go for it anyway. Let's press play. Let's fast forward. First one out, and it works. It rewinds, it fast forwards, and as you just heard, it plays. And so that was. Well, now we'll get a blank tape and we'll put a blank tape in it. Mary had a little lamb, it ran into a pylon. He got 20,000 volts up his arse and turned his wool to nylon. I think I've said that correct. If I haven't, it doesn't really matter. No built-in mic in that one, but that doesn't matter. That's the Grundig. Right, and this is the Philips. What model is it? Just check for batteries first, for bad leaky batteries. I don't think there's any batteries in this head. No, it'd be way more than it does. No, there isn't. And this is the Philips Type D 6280-05 cassette recorder. I'll just open the top. There we go. Just put the tape in it. That's a bit low on volume. Fast forwards. Yeah. It rewinds. It pauses. Just press play a minute. Oh, you can't. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can. Let me just give the head a bit of a quick clean with my finger. I mean, a friend of mine, my mate Fred wants one of these, so I'll clean one up really nice for him. They need cleaning. I mean, they are a bit manky, but they're working. Right, let's take that shite off. Well, that's working, but needs a service. Well, they all need a service. Let's try it for recording. Mary had a little lamb, she fed it on vanilla. When she took it up to bed, it shit up on the pillow. Nothing. Let's try again. Oh, hang on. That's it. Whoa. That's got a dodgy record switch, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and all that shit. There we go. Right. Well, that doesn't record. It wipes the tape, but it doesn't record. So anyway, so that's got to be serviced. So it's almost there, but not quite. But I know that Grundig one hasn't got a built-in mic in it. That I do know. Now, this is the last one on the tape recorders. Is the Panasonic, the National Panasonic AC battery, auto stop. There's no batteries in it, which is good. And the model number of this one is model number RQ31S. Yeah, RQ301S. Sorry. Now, in we go. So, eject, press play. Yes. Plays, it rewinds, it fast forwards, and it throws the tape at you, which is what we want. Now let's try record. Mary had a little lamb, she fed it on vanilla. When she took it up to bed, it shit upon the pillow. There we go. Let me get another tape, because I'm beginning to think it's that fucking tape. I'll tell you what, because I don't care much about tape that's there anyway. So press the button for the to overwrite the right protect notch. There we go. override the right protect notch. And there we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Every time they say me kiss your girl, you get me now. Press the button to override the right protect notch. There we go. Override the right protect notch. And there we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It's a bit distorted, but it recorded that time. So let's try the Philips again. I think the Philips does need a service because I wasn't happy with the way it sort of came on when you press the button. But we'll try that with that. That's if I can do it with this one. Right, see if it will do it. Just hold it down a little bit. No. I just need to there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Are you recording or are you not recording? But we're going to find out, aren't we? Because we'll stop it and press play. Right, so rewind, play. No. No. Right, so that's the tape recorders, the cassette recorders. That's the cassette recorders, folks. And we'll go and grab something else. I've got 4 laptops, we'll go and grab those, I think. And I want to get some tea as well, so what we'll do, we'll grab the laptops and then we'll do them, and then I'll get my tea. Right, we're back. Let's have a quick slurp of my coffee. Right. Well, let's move my phone and stuff. Right. First one. What I'll do, I'll put these down here and I can bring them one at a time because I'm not going to have room on the bench. Anyway, 4 laptops, folks. £1 each. £1 each. £4. I quite like the look of that one, you know. I'm probably going to have that one myself because I'm going to keep one of them, and I'm doing a deal with Jay from Jay's Vintage Junk for the other 3. So I'm probably going to keep that E-machine, that whatever it is, E-Systems one. I'm going to probably keep that. So let's have a look first. We've got 3 chargers. That one's a bit damaged at the end, but it's working because it's still warm now actually, because I left it plugged in because I tested these when I brought them in. That's a generic charger that you can replace your charger with. So that's a generic one. I only got 1 cloverleaf lead, I'm afraid. So, and there's the IBM one. There's the IBM one, and that's a proper genuine Toshiba one. Yeah, it's Toshiba, that one. It's a genuine Toshiba one. Anyway, what I'm going to do, what we're going to do here, we're going to go through the laptops and assess them. We've got, so what we'll do, we'll worry about the chargers last. So they've all got batteries in them, I believe. But as I wasn't sure of the state of the chargers, I didn't leave any on because I went to bed for an hour. So, and this has got Wi-Fi in it as well, I believe, but I'm not sure. But yeah, it has. Yeah, this one has, I think. I think they all have. Right, that's... I think this has got no hard drive in it. But we'll soon find out. So... the fan just started up. There we are, something flickered. Operating system not found. So, this has got a Windows key missing off it. Right, but I think the hard drive's missing out of this. And I'm not going to go into how you put an hard drive in and stuff like that. But I'm going to have this one myself. Is there a disc in the optical drive? No. But it fires up, folks, as you can see. If I Control Alt Delete, wherever the delete key happens to be. Don't know where they've put it on this. I'll spot it in a second. There it is. Now if we go to F2. There we go. It's let us into the BIOS. So, you know, it's working. So I'm going to keep this one myself, and I'm going to pass the other three on to Jay. And I don't know what the batteries are like, probably foot. But that's the first laptop computer. Now this is the second. I know one of the keyboards on these don't work, I can't remember which one. But it should let us, this one. It should let us into Windows at least. And one of them actually had power in it. One of these laptops actually powered up without the power supply. One had power in it. So it must have a good battery. But I don't know, I can't remember which one. It was either this one. It was one of the Toshibas. So let's turn this one on. Right, and we're up. We're at the screen. And as you can see, we're actually starting Windows. Is there anything in the optical drive? No. But the keyboard on this one doesn't work. That I do know, because I tested them earlier. But I wanted to test them in front of you as well. And this has got an i3 processor in it here, Jay. i3. Not bad. I think this has got an HDMI on it and all. Yeah, it's got an HDMI port on this one as well. There we go. Welcome screen. And that one boots up into Windows. There we go. Windows. I'm not going to look through it, none of my business about whose data's on there. But the keyboard, press of keys, doesn't work. Some of them do. But the mouse works. We go to here, look. There we go. It's asking for a printer. Network discovery service is missing. It's looking for a Kodak printer. Right, I think that's going to put it to sleep doing that. Yeah, fucker. Not that it matters. Not that it matters, they're going to J. So that's booting up. That one there. And this is the other Toshiba one, which is, I think it's slightly older. Well, I think it is, I know it fucking is. It's got a Firewire IEEE 1394 port on this fucker and all. Oh. That doesn't fit that. That one does. This is the one that powered up, because when me and Mike powered them up earlier in the front room, it was a bit dull, this one as well. I think that's because it was on the battery. Now we're on the power, so we should be a bit, there are the, well, we're on. It's a bit dull, the screen on this one, and I don't know why, but it's shutting down. So it must have been fucking on, so the battery must be good. It must have been, I must have left the fucker on. Yeah, and this one requires a password as well, it won't let you in. And this has got a key missing, it's got the number 1 missing. What we'll do, we'll try and go into the BIOS. We'll see if the screen's any brighter. It's going to be F1 or F2, we'll try both. Please wait. Yeah, it's dark in here as well. They can't use the mouse in the BIOS. System, it is dark, that. That is dark. I wonder if it's got an issue with its backlight. It's got an hard drive in it anyway. Advanced. Because you can sometimes turn the brightness up in the... Well, saying that, you know. Saying that, let me just have a look at the buttons on here. FN. No, it doesn't work on there, it's just... I won't save any of the settings because I don't know where that top one should have been. Core multiprocessing, I would say it would have to be enabled. But I'm not going to save the settings. So what we'll do, we'll let it boot up to Windows. Exit saving changes. I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll load setup defaults. There we go. It's dark, this one, it's not very bright at all, to be honest with you folks. I think I might have a dodgy backlight. But it's been heavily used anyway. But we're not here to repair them, we're just here to assess them. You know, the job is to assess them, not to repair them. But I mean, I'll leave that to Jay. We'll leave that in his capable hands, he can do that. Now let's see if I can turn the brightness up. So you press FN and the brightness is F7. That's down. And that's as up as far as it will go. What about the contrast? If there is a contrast. No, I don't think there is. Anyway, that's working. It won't let me in. It's switch user and The username or password is incorrect. Password in. Dog and number. Yeah, it's not going to let me in. No. Right, so let's turn it off. And to be honest, I want to go back into the BIOS. I'm just looking, I want to go back in because I want to have a look see if there's any option to brighten the screen up because it's dark. What are these buttons here? They're media buttons. Fast forward, stop, play, and whatever they do. Right, let's have a quick shufty here, folks. Oh, display. Power up display power on display, auto. LCD type stretch, TV type PAL. That doesn't let you do anything else. Core multiprocessing, yeah, that was enabled. I thought I was right. Pointing devices enabled. Built-in LAN. Wake up on LAN. Execute disable bit capability not available. Legacy USB support. Serial port, that's not available. Parallel ports not available. Display security, that's all security shite. Not into that. Right, that was just my daughter. Right, anyway, I'm not going to be able to go any further with this, and seems to get brighter the longer it's on, but it is dark. I mean, but I'll leave that for Jay to sort out. He repairs computers, I don't really, so oh, that was what I wanted to try, wasn't it? No, it doesn't. I thought it was going to take me into the Toshiba reset, but it doesn't. One of them does, but I'm not messing about with that. I don't have to. That's for Jay to mess with. Now, the last laptop is the IBM ThinkPad, and this thing weighs a ton. This is a heavy computer for what it is. Now, and this sort of, and they've got the proper IBM power supply here. Not sure if it's for this particular machine, but I would have thought it is. So we'll plug that in. Yeah, it is. And we'll unplug the plug. Plug that in turn. The power supply has come on. So, and it's according to that is charging the battery. So we'll turn the power on, which is on the side here. And on this one we weren't getting the screen, but it bleeps. bleeps again. So if I press, there we go. It's now reading the hard drive. This is an Intel MMX Intel Inside Pentium. I bet it's got Windows 98 on it or something fucking daft. But as you can see, there's no... Let me just go and get a monitor, folks. Will you indulge me for just a second? While I go and get... Let me just turn it back off. Because I need it off anyway, so it'll detect the monitor. I want to plug his external monitor. Just indulge me for a minute. Right, I'm back, folks. I've got a Dell monitor here. I'm going to plug this monitor in and I'm going to see if we can get it to boot. I mean, I believe it is booting. It is definitely booting, but there's just no monitor. There's no screen. So, but I just want to do a more thorough test, you see, basically because I can, but I'm not going to mess about trying to repair these things. I don't want to know. Oh, hang on, there we go. There, IBM ThinkPad. Come up on the monitor, folks. CMOS battery dead. Yeah. Hit that. Windows 98. What did I say? I bet it's got Windows 98. Oh, Jay's gonna love this. He's just up his street, you know. It's right up his back entry. This, he loves this. He loves these sort of things. He's gonna get a real kick out of this one. We'll wait and see if I can. Let's see if I can use my up and down. See if I can use my tripod now. Me motorised tripod, because it was dead. It's been dead for a while. There we go. And it's asking for a password. It would do, wouldn't it? Well, that's not working. Right. This thing here is not working. This thing in the middle. You're supposed to move your finger over that. So that's not working. And I can't do anything else. Can't do now else. I can't go any further. But we've got these things here as well. Some sort of media thing. That's stuck in. But basically, that boots up. I thought it did. Anyway, so what we'll do, we'll disconnect the laptop. The battery's fucked. Turn that tripod thing back on. Right. Right, so that's, put this monitor back away. So that's the laptops. I'll come back in a minute and with the next item. What we've got here, folks, is, if I can get it open, is a Brennell reel-to-reel tape recorder. Let's get the lid off it, if we ever can. There we go. Now what I want to do with this, can I get to my Variac? Let's just shift these tapes. There's 2 capacitors been chopped out of that and they were in a bag. Don't ask me why. Want the surge limiter lamp in. Because we're going to try this and just see what it does. I'm not expecting great things. But turn that down. Turn it on. Where's my glasses? Right. That needle's all the way over there. I'm sure it should be down that. Volume, bass, treble, volume. That's the tape speed. There you record levels. That's your obviously for operating. I've not put a tape in it yet. Perhaps I should. But I want to see if anything happens. I want to see if it comes on first. You know, and see if it does the basics. It looks complete on the top anyway. That's your speed selector. That's your rewind, fast forward obviously. And that'll be record over that side, play back that side, and record, you press that. Right. And that you use for something else. So it's got a superimpose feature on here as well. So we're on and we're Variac's on. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. There is actually a switch at the back. Maybe I switched the damn thing off. Try that. Because there's no switch anywhere here, so it's got to be there. Right. Well, that's going round, we're getting power to it. Well, we're making audio. Let me just go and get a tape. I'll just go and get a tape. Well, that's sort of encouraging, that, isn't it, folk? Because you know, it's sort of encouraging that. I gave a £5 for this machine. It was near the end of the day and they just wanted rid of all the stuff, so let's put my glasses on. Right. And you feed it through that way, I would assume. I mean, there we go. Looks like there's something missing from there, but I don't know what. Now, let's don't know what that's for. Let me just there we go. Fast forwards. Right. Well, I think, to be honest with you folks, just turn it off a minute. Right, the amp's working, obviously. So if the amp's working, but the tape is supposed to sit in the guides there, and it isn't doing. And I think it's So we'll put that into play. Yeah, it is now. Yeah, the tape's sitting where it should now. Yeah, in the middle. But that's very stiff, folks. That's very stiff. So basically this needs a service at the very least, and I think that is supposed to go around that way. To be honest, that's supposed to go around that way. Round like that or something. But so what we'll do, we'll leave this as it is for now. We'll leave this as it is, and that's very stiff. Well, that isn't. I reckon there's a fucking belt off or gone or something. But having said that, I'll tell you what. Let's just have a quick look. You know I'm tempted. Let's turn that variac down. There we go. I mean, I've unplugged everything, so we're alright. But as long as I don't have to start taking screws out of it at the back or anywhere, as long as I can get out of just lifting it out the front here. Fucking hell. There we go. Oops, don't want to lose them. Oh. Right, so let's have a look under here. I'll tell you what, folks, look at this lot under here. Yeah, the two capacitors been snipped out, and yeah, they've been snipped out of here. One there, and one somewhere else. I'll have to look in the manual. And there's the belt, and it's seen better days. That's the take counter belt. So that's the real drive motor for each reel, and the one I'm interested in. I mean, I'll do a lot of work on this because I really want this tape recorder, so I will do a lot of work on this. There we go. And that clips into there. Look, how about that? How about that? It just clips in. There we go. So you can work on it, and I'll tell you what, you know, I definitely do want to get this going. It's got multi-start capacitors in. I'll replace those. I'll do a lot of work on this, and those RS ones there. That's been clipped there. I'm not sure why, but that's a negative. I think it is. Not sure. I need to consult the manual. I need to know where those two capacitors came from that were in the bag. So I need to know that. But the amplifier works. It does produce audio. We've got a lovely nice big oval speaker in there. And yeah. Folks, can I tell you something? For £5, I'm happy as a piggy in the proverbial shite. I'm really pleased with my purchase for £5. I will service this, and I will get it, hopefully, running as new. See, that's your motor there. So if I put that into play, there we go. So that's turning. So it must be the motor start capacitor, either that or that fucking motor. Because that's turning. The capstan's turning. Yeah. Let's just turn it back on again with the top up. Right. I've got a feeling it's probably motor run capacitor. Right, so see, that goes off when I do that, but when I turn that on, nothing, the light comes on. Right, so let's see what I need to do is find out where that motor's driven and have a look at why it's not running. But I will go through the amp and I will go through the amp and give that a good scene too. Go through all this and everything. But I'm going to leave it there for now. I'll leave it there for now because I don't want to spend a lot of time on everything. I know it rewinds and I know it fast forwards. So these two motors here are working. Just this one here is not doing much of anything. And I think it's probably the capacitor that drives that motor. That's probably what it is. Now that capacitor there drives that motor. That capacitor there drives that motor. There. So this fucker here. Yep. Yep. This one here does that one. So I need to start off by replacing that. I'll replace all of them, to be honest. I'll put all new motor, I'll test them. I can't do anything at the moment because my capacitor tester isn't here. I lent it to my friend Mick last week and it's still at his house, so I'll be getting it back tomorrow. But look at that. There we go. So at least now we know why the tape doesn't run, because the I'll leave that tape on it because it's sort of shagged anyway. But at least now we know why the tape doesn't run, because the motor isn't running. But we've got the manual with this, and we've got the instruction. I'm not sure if it's the instructions or the operating instructions. Yeah, and I wonder if it tells you anything about servicing it. There's a schematic. Mark 5 type Brenel circuit diagram. Yeah, it tells you all about here. Replay amplifier, recording amplifier. Yeah. Tape deck circuit. Yeah. There's a lot of useful things in there I'm going to need to look at. Brenel Engineering. It's basically a ferrograph. To all intents and purposes, it's a ferrograph. But, oh, it weighs a fucking ton. Now, oh, now, oh, pardon me folks. Yeah, there we go. That's it. There we go. Now if I put the tape recorder back where I got it from, we can have a look at the next item on the list. weighs a ton. Right. Yes, folks, I did. I did. As much as I say I would never do it, I did. Right, well, we're not going to need the variac for this. Not today anyway. But let's plug in. Actually, you know, that's, even though this is rubbish, it's about the best one I've ever heard. It seems to have a decent sound to it. It's not bad. That's it. You know, that radio doesn't sound too bad. I mean, they are shit. AM.
Be happy. Don't worry, be happy.
Pretty much that's most of that.
Let's try the record player.
See, I've gone. So it's up on the road before it's light, eating the miles as we go. You just watch me and see how I go. Highways get me high, freeway set me free as we thunder along.
Yeah, that's rubbish, but it works. I bought that for £1 and it's going to die, despite what I think of it. I mean, the radio's not bad. I mean, if what you want is a radio, then, and you know, then yeah, I suppose it's alright if you want a radio, but I don't really want it. I bought it to kill it, and that's what's going to happen to it. Just not sure how yet, but don't worry. Me and Jay were talking about an idea earlier involving the variac. So, but that's that. Now, folks, I've got something very special. I'll go and get it now. This is the pièce de résistance. And then I really am going to fuck off because I want my tea. Yeah, that keeps clipping out of there, but never mind. It's going to be destroyed anyway, so it doesn't matter. We'll put this back. tell you what, folks, lugging this thing around certainly give you big bollocks. Right, and this is, do you know, I don't even know what this is, but the reason why I bought it will become very clear. Mazurka. Dynatron. It's Dynatron. And it's in actually not bad condition. Now let's see if we've got a power lead. We've got an amplifier in there. We do have a power lead. No plug on it. We have a power lead but with no plug. Which I'm not bothered. Not bothered about too much at the moment. We've got the valves in there. They're don't know what they are, but it's a push-pull amp anyway. It's a lovely stereo amp. Push-pull amp. ECL 86's outputs are. The rectifier will be an EZ80 on an EZ81. That's your amplifier. Now, but there's a very good reason why I made this purchase, and I gave £50 for this, which I don't usually do. But there, folks, look at that. Now that is why I bought this. Yeah, you even got the balance control there. Which I think doubles up as you're on and off as well. But this is your... Yeah, there used to be a clip on there, it's been broke off long ago to lock the arm down. Sonotone cartridge, you can still get the stylus for that. If that cartridge is good, it'll be saved. The tone arm spring has come off, so this is going to need a full service, this deck. Going to need a full service. The turntable isn't seized, I'm happy to report. What we need to do is work out why. Oh, the screws have just been taken out. There we go, look at that. The deck's been unplugged ready. Right, well we'll leave that out because I'm going to service that. So we'll leave that out and I'll give you a closer look at it. There we go, that's the Garrard 4HF deck. And the mat isn't even hard either. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the deck out for now because I'm going to service that. That might be my job for tonight, we'll see. But I'm going to service that. I'm going to do video servicing that. That amplifier looks okay, despite there's a few cobwebs and things. The screws that hold the deck in, I've actually got some screws. And this is the original deck for this, because you tell by the way it's been cut. And I have got some of these screws that fit these, so we're okay there. It would have been nice to get them. There's the back. It would have been nice to get them, to be honest, but I didn't. But it would have been nice to get them. That tells you your valves, tone control, valve 1 ECC83. So there's an ECC83 in it somewhere. I can't fucking see it. Don't know where that is unless it's... There's your record deck. That's your stereo loudspeaker. radio input, stereo inverse switch, stereo external, yeah. You know, you can, there's a few things you can do with this to configure it. That EWC83, don't know where that is, it shows it, but it ain't in here unless valve 1 EWC83, it says there's an EWC83 in it, but it isn't. There's nowhere for it. But having said that though, this has had another amp put in it. The lad told me that this has had another amp put in it. He did say it had another amp, but there again, the EWC83 could be up here anyway. I won't know until I strip it to work on it. But there we are, folks. That is what I got from the swap meet today. You know, and I was really, to be honest, I was really chuffed, and I mean chuffed to mint balls to get the 4HF. The whole purpose of buying this was to just get that deck. I really wanted that. Anyway, folks, I'm going to leave it there for now, and I will catch you later because I want to order some food. I'm going to have a takeaway. I'm going to get myself my tea ordered, although it's now late, but I'm still going to order it. And you all take care, and I shall catch you later, and enjoy. And what we'll do, we'll start on the service of this first, because it's on the bench and it was the first thing purchased, last thing shown to you. So it's on the bench, so this will stay on the bench now until, well it'll come off the bench actually, because I've got to service its 4HF, and really looking forward to getting into servicing that, and looking forward to getting into using it as well. I had a 4HF a few years ago, and you know, I made a terrible mistake. I sold it. I should never have done, but I did. Anyway, we all make our mistakes in life, but this one's not going anywhere. This one's staying with me, I'm afraid. Anyway, you all take care, folks, and I'll catch us later. Bye for now.